I'm Tim.
I'm Courtney.
And welcome to our channel. We're at Beachwood Resorts. They let us stay here for 3 days. The park hasn't officially opened yet, but they allowed us to come hang out and also test out the RV. So we get to exercise all the systems and make sure they all work and show you how cool this place is. We've never really been to a resort before, so this is a good time for us to experience it kind of before the season starts.
Today is day 3, so we're just going to kind of summarize so far our experience.
So we haven't been to a resort before, and we thought this was a really cool opportunity that we had to actually come here, but we never realized how big resorts can actually get. Being from a life of boondocking, they don't have very big spots, just a vast area of land that you can choose. These guys had everything from little mini homes that you could rent out to little cabins. They had everything from little pull behind spots, dry spots, all the way to the 40 footers, class A's that you can pull through, full hookups.
For starters, we didn't even know if we were in the right place because there were so many tiny homes slash cabins all around, and so we weren't really sure if we were in the right place because we couldn't see any like RVs from where we were at. So the RVs are in like a lot behind where you like go in through the gate. So when we got there, we got escorted around, which was pretty cool. So we got to kind of check out the area and see what spots we were interested in and kind of where we wanted to be because we're on the off season. So the only people that were there were mainly full-timers. So we got lucky and we were able to get a spot in the kind of in the trees, kind of out of, I don't know how to, in the trees. So basically we got to have like more of a woodsy, out of the way spot that we were able to back into. Had a picnic table, everything like that, and we were within walking distance of the laundromat facility. They also had a general store there that had an ice cream in there and a grill and stuff like that, as well as in front of that was a set of bathrooms and just a playground. There was a playground and a field. So
necessities in the wintertime, we're talking about year-round hot tub and covered pool.
Yes, so they did have the outdoor option, which was closed for, you know, the off season, and that opens back up in April. So that will be up and running. The other cool thing that we've heard of, but we've never obviously experienced ourselves since this is our first time at a resort, was the events that they had. So they have a clubhouse, kind of cool. They have a separate clubhouse for kids, and then they also have a clubhouse for adults, which is 18 and older. So they have a big sectional in there with a big TV, a piano. They had a place where you can get puzzles and books and a full kitchen. They also had like a game room as well with like air hockey, foosball, that kind of thing. But when we were in there, they also had very nice bathrooms as well. They didn't have showers in that in the clubhouse, but they did have bathrooms, which they were super nice, well kept. But when we were there, they had, that Friday we got there, they had a bonfire. They also had, on Sundays, they have a full breakfast. I think they're French toast, donuts, kind of just the works. And then they also had a potluck as well while we were there. So it's kind of cool to see that they still had like events to get like the community and everything involved when, you know, it's the off season, because we're not used to that. So when we go like boondocking and stuff like that, it's like whoever we're with, that's who we see and that's who we spend time with, which is great and that's fine. But so it was kind of cool to see other people living this lifestyle, but in a different setting. I liked the fact that they did have everything you could possibly need at the resort, so you didn't have to worry about leaving. So, I mean, when you're on vacation, the last thing you want to do is have to like drive to go somewhere to like get something you forgot or you know, ran out of or whatever that may be. It was really nice to have everything you could possibly need there and within walking distance. So that was really awesome as well. We went into this trip as a full-timer mindset, not a weekend warrior, like this is just a fun little getaway trip. We really, really wanted to just test out how it's going to feel year-round. I mean, yes, we're on the off-season, so being in a resort in peak season more than likely is going to be completely different, but overall the amenities and the location, everything like that, that stays the same. I guess for us, the biggest thing that we learned or that we're gonna have to get used to is having to walk her. We are very much used to having a doggy door and she can go in and out whenever she wants, and also being an only child, she is not used to having other dogs or people or anything like that really around. So getting her acclimated, it was just kind of an eye-opener of this weekend of like how different it's going to be when we are going full-time.
So if you have dogs and you're thinking about the full-time life, just know that you're adjusting to this and your puppers are as well, and it could take them longer to adjust to this lifestyle. So give them a break if it takes them longer, and just know that they're going through it as well.
Yeah, and she's super awesome. She's good in vehicles. She's long drives. She's really, really good at adapting, but I mean, yeah, we could totally tell a difference between when we're at home in our house versus when we're in the RV. Overall, our day-to-day pretty much stayed the exact same. If anything, we got to spend more time together without being, you know, on our phones or on the TV or whatever. We just were able to, you know, take her for long walks and just spend a lot more quality time together. So that already is a huge plus, I think, going into it.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our never-ending adventure.
I don't think we should wait. Okay, we're done. I think we're good.